Have been starting some geometry, and let's just review the first things before we get into shapes. We had learned about some angles and lines and some parts of angles and lines. The first one would be a point, and everybody make a point. Then we have a ray, and remember a ray is a segment on one end and a line on the other end. And then we have, hands down, Jessica, what would be another angle or line that we've learned about?
A line segment.
A line segment. And Jessica, what does a line segment look like? Line segment. And what's our last one? What's our last one, Nick?
An angle.
And, well, okay, that would be combining some things. That is one of our terms, but we're looking at just the basic ones right now. Patent.
A line.
A line. And Peyton, what does a line look like? Please don't hit somebody next to you. Well, now we are going to start, and we can put our arms down. We're going to start working on incorporating and putting all of this together into some shapes. But before we do that, and I know that you've seen shapes before, we want to warm our brains up, warm our bodies up, and refresh our memories of how to spell and what they look, how to spell some of them and what they look like. So I need everybody to stand up. You may spread out a little bit. And the first one we are going to do is square. And let's remember, we spell out the word and then we say the word. And we'll be doing with just our arms first. So, square.
Sorry.
Square.
Colin, up.
S, Q, U, A, R, E, square. Our next one. Okay, we're having technical difficulties. That's okay. Oh, there we go. I wasn't pressing it. Triangle. We're going to lift our knees this time. So, triangle.
T,
R, I, A, N, G, L, E, triangle. Big one. Rectangle. Crossing our arms. R, E, C, T, A, N, G, L, E, rectangle. Pentagon, thinking about the building down in Washington, D.C. Pentagon. We're going to lift our knees this time. P, E, N, T, A, G, O, N, Pentagon. You are doing a fabulous job getting warmed up. And we've got one more. Hexagon, like a stop sign. Crossing our arms this time. H, E, X, A, G, O, N, hexagon. All right, we're all warmed up now. I need you to walk back to your seats. You did a fabulous job spelling out the words and working together, or not running into each other. Now, I want you, in just a moment, to look around the room. In just a moment, we don't know what we're looking for yet, and see where, in the real world, you can find shapes. I know that we did this part of our homework the other day, where we found different angles and lines in the real world. Now we'll be combining all of that and trying to find shapes in the classroom. I'm going to give you about a minute to look around the room, and you know what? You can get up and walk around. Freeze! I did not say go yet. When I say to go, you may walk around. When I say stop, you need to come back to your seat. Ready, go.
You're holding one. You're holding one. Oh, no, too.
Did you find one?
Yeah. I found one right
What can you find?
What shape?
there. Rectangle.
And Mrs. Dix is holding one. Yes, she is.
You're holding
And
one.
stop. Thank you, Lucia, for listening and walking back to your seat. Now, I want you to turn to a partner and talk about the shapes that you found. And class. I'd like to call on about 3 people so that you could tell me what your partner told you of what shapes they found. Gavin. Lucia says she saw the papers up top. And what shapes were they? Rectangles. Emma.
Ethan said he found his folder.
And what shape is that?
It's a rectangle.
It's a rectangle. And Ethan, you had your hand up.
Well, Emma has found the, I forgot what it's called.
Is it something up front?
Yeah.
Up front here? Are we talking about the clipboard?
Now up.
Up?
Yes.
Right here? And what shape is that?
A rectangle.
A rectangle. So it kind of seems like rectangles are pretty popular, aren't they? I'm kind of thinking. So now, okay, thank you. I picked 3. Otherwise, we could keep talking all class, but we have some fun things to do. Right now, what we're going to do is we're going to get a sheet and we'll do that in a moment. Hold on. Let's see if this works. Hold on. I had it working earlier. You are going to get a sheet that will have this little tree. Who has made a family tree before? Who's made a family tree before? Okay, hands down. Well, now we've got a polygon geometry. Do we get that? Kind of silly joke. So, we are going to have a geometry, and we're going to go over different shapes, and then we will have some definitions to go with them. And then we will get to start drawing some of them. So right now, what I need you to do, let's see, who's my paper passer? Paper passer? Haley. I need you to come over here. And Haley, you get to pass each of these to a person. We don't need a discussion about me. And then, Haley, I need you to pick a partner to hand out our geometry definitions. And then hand those out, please. And let's get out our math journals. And open up to the next blank page. And get out our scissors, because you'll need to trim some.
Yes.
Yes, we can hand to our future friends. Yes, please.
Yeah, we'll leave them for
Scissors,
Kabir.
because we're going to trim. See these pretty shapes around the side? Oh, shapes, more shapes. Where is your pencil pouch? Yes. Get out. Okay, now you may start trimming just around where the shapes are, and then we'll go over what those are. Thank you. We will need glue. Yes. This page, so that you're looking at this page, please. And I know the light is out over there. Colin, are you looking at your page? Okay. Armand, are you looking at it? Okay, thank you. Jessica, are you looking at it? We're just going to go, okay, thank you. We're just going to go left to right, except when we have to go down, and we'll just say these shapes together. And then we'll go back and have our definitions. These are just, you do not have to memorize these definitions today. We're just introducing them. So we have right over here on the top left, we have a triangle. Everybody can say this, please. Triangle. Now, right below it, or immediately below it, we have a right angle. What kind of angle is in a right angle? What kind of angle, Evan? A 90-degree angle. And then, way below that, this is a kind of a difficult word here, isosceles. Isosceles. And then, to the right of that, we have scaling. Scaling. I know, these are kind of silly words. And then, Colin, to the left of that, we have an equilateral. Can we say equilateral? Well, thinking equal. So then, let's go back up, and Eden, we have a quadrilateral. Quadrilateral. Quad means 4. So it has how many sides, Nick? 4 sides. So below that, we have a parallelogram. Haley, can we say parallelogram? Parallelogram. And then we have a trapezoid, Emma. Trapezoid. And then, oh my goodness, we have rectangle. Everybody better know how to say that. Square. And Colin, what's our last one over here?
Rhombus.
Rhombus. And then we have 3 different shapes to the right. We have a pentagon. Think about the building, like we said, near Washington, D.C. Hexagon. Think of a stop sign. And then an octagon. Who knows how many sides does an octagon have? How many sides, Lucia? 8 sides. So now, let's turn to the definition page.
Okay.
So a little bit or on the other side of where you glued in. And we have all the different definitions. Okay, you have your whiteboard, your marker, your eraser. You may or may not need the marker. Okay, you have your whiteboard, your marker, your eraser. So our whiteboard, our marker, our eraser, and you have your popsicle sticks. The first thing, right now, we don't need to have our markers open. They can be sitting on our desk. With our popsicle sticks, make a triangle. A triangle, remember, is a 3-sided polygon, not yet. A triangle. And I like how Nick is putting all the pieces together. There is no need for tracing right now. We don't need to put arrows or anything. And then write the word triangle. Write the word triangle. And there we go, in case you need some reference. I have it up on the board, or you have it in your definition, on your definitions page. And I like how we all have our triangles right in the middle. We've spelled our words. All right, erase the board. Draw a square. Make a square with your popsicle sticks. Stevie, how many popsicle sticks will you need to use for the square?
4.
4 popsicle sticks. And in case you need to know how to spell it, then write it on the board. Square. And let's do, okay, erase the boards. Sorry, I keep forgetting to say that. Erase your boards, clear your boards. We're going to do a hexagon. A hexagon. Gavin, how many sides is a hexagon? Hexagon. 6 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. use the popsicle sticks to make the hexagon to the best of your ability, and then write the word hexagon. And I like how Peyton's using it in red to match her capital shirt and a stop sign. And